Hey everybody, I wanted to thank you for joining me for the Business Builder workshop that we've been doing all the way since January 14th. We've come so far. We talked about what was a marketing plan, and we ended with hiring and going over how to hire with precision. Today, I want to talk to you about where to go next. It's time now that you take, and if you haven't watched all the videos, first you should jump all the way back. They're going to be right on my YouTube channel. They're consolidated into one grouping so that you can see everything we've done week after week. They don't need to be watched in direct order, but I do suggest watching every single unit. That way, there you get the full training into you. And then what it's time to do is take action. What I want you guys to deny is paralysis through analysis, or otherwise known as overanalyzing things. Instead of thinking, how could I do this? Why this and that? Be prepared to fail. What do I mean by that? Fail forward. Be prepared that, hey, this didn't work, but that works. Try things. The people who are the most successful in life have tried the most different things. They're not the people that say, I'll do it once I perfect it. They're the people who say, I'll perfect my practice as I practice. That's why they call it a practice, right? A dental practice. A doctor has his practice. Anybody has their practice. You want to continue to work your practice, because if you look at it as a job or as a, I must get it right, or heck, you even think the way that the school system taught us, right? Pass, fail. We don't pass or fail in life. We fail forward. We learn, okay, I tried that method and that did not work. I'm going to implement this new method. So what we want to do is we want to start thinking from the very beginning all the way through. We want to think to ourselves, do I have a business or do I have a job? Where are my goals? Do I have a marketing plan? Is my business built for 2021 and beyond? Because now, I mean, it's already more than basically almost halfway. It's not more than, it's almost halfway through the entire year. We've been doing this together, and some of you out there may be sitting there saying, I'm about to get started. And other ones of you are saying, I've started long ago, Shawn. I've been working on this stuff right away. Wherever you're at, don't judge yourself and don't judge others either. Everyone has different situations. And ultimately, when you judge yourself or judge others, you're spending too much time looking in the rearview mirror. When you're driving a car, you never go driving the car, okay, I'm just going to look in the rearview mirror the whole time because eventually I'm going to crash, right? So if we're looking forward and just every once in a while briefly looking back and we're looking side to side, we're paying attention to everything. In a business, looking forward is projecting what's coming in the future, because spending too much time in the rearview mirror, in most businesses, where's the rearview mirror? If you're in sales, looking at projects that are already under agreement. If you're in a situation where you are a lawn mow person, talking about the last lawn that you mowed and it was muddy and this and that. Worry about the future ones. Take what you learned from the muddy lawn, and in the future realize, I'm going to push mow that section of the lawn because I don't want to mess up the lawn in that section. The failure person says, oh my God, this is terrible. Oh my God, I'm not going to tell the client. Own what you did, own your failures, and move forward with them. And one of the things I want to really push this year is just the idea of the constant learner. Be the constant learner. Be the person who takes things with passion and continue to learn your passions. If you don't find passion in your job, it may be time right now to say to yourself, it's time for a change. It's time for a change for the better. If you show up every single day to your job and you feel like, how am I here again? Why am I here again? Well, that's not a good place to be. And you're certainly not going to be successful as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs need to hit their job with passion, because if you don't hit your job with passion, you don't show up every day waiting for the next challenge, waiting to see how high of a level you can take it, setting goals and really saying to yourself, I'm going to crush that goal, then you're going to show up and you're going to be weak. And you're better off to be an employee if you're going to be weak. You're better off to go work for somebody else and get your paycheck and say, okay, it's great that I'm getting my paycheck. That's all I'm really concerned about. I'm not concerned about growth. I'm not concerned about these things. That's not an entrepreneur. And that's where we talked at the beginning of whether you owned a business or you owned a job. If you're working really hard every single day at a business, you're 5, 10, 20 years into it, and you're still making less than the average salary, it's time to reevaluate what you have. I'm not saying quit, but reevaluate it. See how you can change it. Take that job to the next level, turn it into a business, and move forward. Or it's time to think about where else you want to go. Maybe it's a totally different direction. Maybe right now you're selling plants and you think, okay, I've done sales and everything. I'm going to start selling computer software. Don't limit yourself to anything. Open your ideas, open your mind to things, listen to what's going on, look at the marketplaces, look at what the future holds, learn how to do it, and create that new business. Because far too often we think of ourselves as a failure when we close a business. It's just closing one chapter of life. It's okay. Some businesses are like this, right? You have a great rise and then suddenly it's no longer there. And what is that? That's sometimes the curve of time. You could say to yourself, is it the curve of time? Is it the curve of my energy? Is it the curve of what? If it's that the market has changed and it's going like this, why are you going to continue to find the bottom? You don't need to. You can sell a business if you created it correctly. If you're not sure how to do that, reach out to me. Again, Thoth Company, my consulting brand. That's where we go over buying, selling, owning of businesses, really going over the same thing, same type of structure as I do with my podcast, home ownership, but buying, selling, and owning businesses, right? Because ultimately, exit strategy is something you need to think about when you get into a business, right? If you're going to create a retirement plan, you're going to set goals. What level is your business going to affect your life goal? These are important questions to ask at the beginning, and that's why I highly recommend getting a consultant to help you with your business, to talk about exit strategies, to talk about profitability studies, to talk about the things we don't normally talk about, the working on your business versus working in your business, not just standing behind the cash register ringing people out, but learning why we have the cash register system we do. Do we need a point of sale software? Do we need these different things? These are ways we adapt as entrepreneurs and business owners. Again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Shawn Patrick Moloney, owner of Movementum Realty, as well as Thoth Company, located right over here in Hanover, Massachusetts. My real estate brokerage works both Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and soon to be other states. And my consulting company works anywhere in the entire continental USA. So thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to you all who have gone through the whole entire series. And like I said, my challenge to you is put it to work. Thanks again for watching the series, and I hope you all have a very successful year.